lady, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, brothers, sisters in Christ, culture, and cringe. It is I, your degenerate prince, back at it again with another video. Listen. I waited to group this all up. Uh, we're gonna do the Star Rail. I think this is what 3.3 drip marketing. I believe 3. Yeah, just 3.3 after Castris, after Inoxa. These are the characters coming up. Um, First we have a win remembrance character in Hyacine. Um, this video is gonna be short and sweet. We're just gonna get straight into it. So we have Hyacine here. It's crazy because I've seen a lot of art uh, out to make her look like HSR Barbara, which I'm assuming, you know, you could just do with that information what you will. And if you know about some leaks, or if you got some leaks in your house, or you know you have some vivid dreams, you should know what this character might be able to do and who she's for. Um, but that's neither here nor there. This is just a very cutesy character, very happy-esque. You know, there's a whole fucking rainbow going into a river, some sunflowers, some wings. A very happy. I struggle to say happy-go-lucky, but a very happy, you know, down to earth, cheerful character. Like it's like a whole unicorn thing right here. It's very sweet, very pure, I guess, right? Um, and we'll read the I guess they call it Saga of Heroes for Amphorius. It says, as a descendant of Sky, I, Hasithia, will fulfill the flame chase duty with all of you. At the same time, I'll do my best to help everyone as Hyacine, healer of the Twilight Courtyard. Okay, I guess they're this. Well, unless they're doing a Zhao Cho situation where he calls himself a healer and he's not actually a healer. But assuming we can take this text at face value, she'll be a healing support. This is my good friend and assistant, the little Pegasus Aika. Do you want to pet them? Please go ahead. They love being petted. It says Healer of Light, Hyacinthia. As the city-state in the clouds crumbles through time, the Twilight Courtyard opens its gates once more, bringing a glimmer of light to Evernight. You, Physician Hyacinthia, Crashos heirs who guard the sky core flame must inherit your ancestors' will and mend the torn fabric of dusk and dawn. May the rainbow light pour down, dissolve all grudges, and bring the dawn back to this land. Yeah, so I guess she's just. I guess it can't be said any simpler than that. She's just a healer. Obviously, Chrysos heir. I think all the characters that we pull in Amphorius would be Chrysos heirs, or sorry, I yawned there. But there's not much else to say about it, I guess. Like besides how I like how in Star Rail characters don't have to like necessarily match their element. It's more like their element could do more for their design, or their element could just be like an afterthought of like of the character after the character's core design is there. So that's pretty cool. But there's nothing else about that. But here we come with the big highlight, the one everyone's been waiting for, the one I've been waiting for, the most exciting part of the 3.3 drip marketing. We got fucking Cypher, bro. We're gonna do the opposite of what we did for Hyacinth. I forgot her name. Hyacine? I forgot her name already. Hyacine? Yeah, we're gonna do the opposite of what we did for Hyacine. We're just gonna read the Saga of Heroes, and then we'll talk about the design, and we'll see what's happening. Cyphera, so you've heard of me, but few call me by that name these days. Call me Cypher. It's sharper, swifter, like the wind itself. A perfect name for a master thief, don't you think? Fleet-footed traveler, Cyphera, the lost city of rogues, Dolos, where 300 rogues revel in their games, answering to no one. Race onward, fleet-footed thief star Cyphera, Chrysos heir of the trickery core flame, and may your web of lies spread with the breeze throughout all lands. And she says, "Ha, trying to put one over on me, dream on." So, right off the bat, if you've been paying attention, I'm assuming she's going to take the core flame of Zagreus. It kind of just says it. The Crisis heir of the trickery core flame, which is Zagreus's, the one with the giant hands that we control. Um, what's cool about this design, so you kind of see like the after image. Well, I don't know if these are after images or clones, but and then her shadow is a cat. These could be after images. These could be clones. Like she could be moving so fast and leave these behind, or these could be those little fucking goose. I said goose. Ghost goblin goo monsters that always hold the treasure chest and make you play that stupid god awful hold spacebar down. It's not a mini game. I guess it's a puzzle that you would find while just running around in forest. Um, and those could just be working with her or working for her. We don't know just yet. Another really cool thing, like you see that there's a grappling hook. So there's the what is this? Not this isn't the tarpees. Never mind. These are just scrolls that she's stealing, and then she's using this grappling hook. Crazy, trying to beat Evelyn so bad. I don't know who did it better. Wrapped around her fucking ankles with coins and everything, and she's going crazy. She's actually like a master thief. It reminds me of this fit. Well, not exactly this fit, but when I see this character and I hear like the thief motif, I think of like Octopath Traveler, where we have like Throne and Therion, and I am in what's the word I'm looking for? I'm enthralled by it. Like I'm happy to see it. Thief is like my favorite class in any RPG, or if I have like the choice. Even when I play D&D, I usually play monks, but like I play like a thieving monk. Like I have a lot of sleight of hand, a lot of stealth stuff. It's the thief class is something I enjoy. Um, Another thing to talk about is, so maybe I'm bugging, but I remember when there were the first Euphorious trailer, it seemed like she had an eye patch, or like for some reason it always seemed like they were covering one of her eyes. Like they found any reason to cover her eyes. Like a coin was falling, she went to go grab the coin, but covered one eye. And I think whenever she turned to like face the camera, it only showed one eye. And I swore in the artwork somewhere she was wearing an eye patch. Um, maybe I'm just bugging. Maybe I'm seeing things, and not that I'm complaining. Like I'm okay with this, but I thought she would be like a shorter stack type character. Like I thought she was going to be like, damn, what's a short stack character in the Hoyo game? Like short and busty. I don't think we entirely have one. Maybe I'm drawing a blank, but yeah, I thought she was gonna be that, but she's a full-figured woman. This is crazy. You will find no complaints. You will find not a single complaint about that from me. Um, yeah, this character was already getting pulled, but now to see a Nihility Quantum Unit 5-star. Um, whether you should pull for these characters, I should just talk about that as well. Um, I think it's safer. It's safer to say you might want to just go for the supports. Like whether you're picking up Castris or Inoxa in 3.2 or both, um, I would think Cypher might be, despite this design, it's gonna pain me to say this. Cypher might be the one you would skip, right? Because what are you using this Nihility unit for? We know they're not gonna buff Dot with this. They're not gonna. This isn't gonna be like a super break character. Um, I've seen some leaks in my house. Maybe had some vivid dreams, and for what I see, this is like this character buffs like two characters. Like maybe it might work something with Facial, maybe it might work something with Akron. I think personally, if you were going to maximize your pulls, if you didn't want to be greedy and stupid, right? If you don't want to be greedy and stupid, this is a character you look to skip, maybe pick up on the rerun. Um, on that topic, like I think if you were really trying to maximize your pulls, you have got Tribby, maybe you got E1 Tribby, um, maybe you pick up Mighty, maybe you skip Mighty, and then you're looking for Casters or Noxa. Um, the tricky part is like once you get one of them, whoever you're going for, Casters or Noxa, if you try to go for the second one, that might be kind of iffy, and it sucks because I think Noxa might be like a fully a fully unpower creepable unit. That's not a word, but that's what I'm using. Like just seeing what Inoxa can do, it seems like that character is like another safe bet. Like how Herta is a safe bet. Like if you were a new player and you didn't know what to do, you just saw new banners and you were wondering who you would pull. Even though I think Castrus is the event unit and I know she's going to be strong, I feel like she is still very likely to be able to fall off the longer the game goes, right? But Noxa, what he does, what he offers to your account and to your team, I don't know. He might just be like, he might just be unable to be power crap. But we said the same thing about fucking Silverwolf, and look at Silverwolf is it's kind of crazy. Um, Me personally, I think what I'm gonna do, I already put my Tribby. I don't have E1. I have the E0. I'm skipping Mighty. I'm gonna pull Castris. At least that's the plan. I've been saving up. I have like at least 120 pulls just saving up for a Castris, and then it depends on what kind of banners are here for the Castris banner. I know for an anniversary patch, they're not gonna just do two regular banners. They're not gonna just do Castris and Noxa. They're gonna do some crazy fucking rerun. But we'll see how that goes. And then maybe I'll throw some pull. Well, I will throw pulls in Axe's way. If I get him, I get him. If I don't, I don't. But I'll tell you right fucking now, if V Herder runs with him, I'm and her light cone's there. Obviously, I will pull for V Herder's light cone because I have just a S0 Herder. I will pull for the Herder's light cone, and I'll just get Nox on the rerun because, to be fair, I feel like I'm functioning just fine with my basic V Herder teams. With my Hua Hua, my RMC, my 4-star Herder with 5-star Herder. Like I feel like I'm doing fine. My Tribby works obviously with him. I think I'm doing fine. I don't think I need a Noxa, but he is like I said, a unit that I think would be very hard to replace when you have him. But my personal account, my personal taste, I like him. He's cool. I'll throw wishes his way unless the Hurdle's weapon is there. Then he'll get the remains. But if I don't get him, I'm not gonna freak out about it. And then I would aim for seein. And the same thing that I said about Anaxa would apply to Cypher. I will definitely throw pulls her away. I'm more inclined to get her first try than I am Anaxa. But if I miss, I miss, right? I think the thing about having another Nihility unit that seems like would be a DPS or a sub DPS is that you can kind of slot them where you feel they would be useful. Like Cypher doesn't strike me as the character to fit into an archetype. It doesn't look like she's going to be a super break character. Even if she has follow-up attacks, I wouldn't consider her like part of the best follow-up attack team when you can just do Facial, Topaz, Aventurine, Robin. She might be able to slot in something if you need the quantum break, right? Like if you don't, like she could be like 5-star Moza, maybe, but like that. But in that sense, she would seem like a luxury character to me, right? She's just another character you pull because you want to or you have the resources to do it. But I guess that would be my plan. And then obviously the Fate collab and stuff, but we're not gonna talk about that. I think these characters are great. These characters look cool. They look fun. Can't wait to see what their kids do. But I've yapped long enough, taking up a lot of your time. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, shine bright, dark heart. Peace.